Hello and welcome to the David Grimm What If again. Now, since the last part was super long, I want to try and streamline the pacing a bit so we don't have another long video like that one was. Keyword being, try. So last time, David went to Alola and finally took down Vincent, while also getting 2 new Pokemon and making new friends along the way. But what will David do now that Vincent is stopped? Well, for half a year, nothing outside of grunt work and training. Yeah, life got pretty mundane for David, but hey, considering the crazy shit he had to deal with in the last 3 parts, he deserves some normalcy alongside his friends. But that would change with all the regions getting locked down for about a year due to an airborne virus. Now with a lot less work on his plate, David decided to help out as part of Dawkin in the meantime by removing snow and ice with his Pokemon, assisting him in his efforts, which, to David's surprise, really worked out well for him and his friends. He was worried he would fuck it up, but him and his team proved those worries wrong. Sure, he had some competition from some snowplow companies, but they reached an agreement with Zeus and Tyrantrum, helping out David with the negotiations. Yeah, you don't fuck with the T-Rex and the bootleg Energizer Rabbit. But one day, David received a Pokemon egg in the mail. To his surprise, it was from Susan. The two had started a relationship sometime before the virus and kept it going through calls on the internet, which David also used to keep in touch with Tanu, Fire, Willa, and Emerald during these rough times. This was the first time Susan sent him a gift, and he had no clue why, until he read the letter that came with it, stating that it was something to remind him of her during these times. David smiled at this. Well, looks like I gotta return the favor. And so he got her a mix of things that made Dawkin special and put it in a big gift basket to send out later that week, which he got and really enjoyed. Anyways, fast forward to David hatching the egg, and it's a blue Ralts, which David covered in an electric blanket immediately because he was scared he was suffering from hypothermia. Zeus, also scared, used electricity to power the blanket, while Lucario sighed and pulled out David's Pokedex to show him that it was a shiny Ralts. After that awkwardness passed, they had a good laugh about it before Ralts smiled and hugged David and Zeus. Shortly thereafter, he would get introduced to the rest of the team and begin training as well. Eventually, yes, I know this prologue is lengthy, the virus was dealt with via vaccine, and David began working in other regions again, and his first mission took him to Galar, specifically the Crown Tundra.
The reason I called you here is because we have an issue. In the Crown Tundra, Tyrantrum and its species are extinct. I don't know why, but I'm going to use the Celebi to travel back and help stop that from happening.
Couldn't you just revive the Kalos fossils?
The last one was in Kalos, which was already revived a while back. So yeah, anyway, I need your Tyrantrum to help me because obviously I am a human and they're big dinosaurs. But one of their own near me may help change their fate.
Tyrantrum then popped out of the ball and nodded his head, hearing everything. I'm not gonna change your mind on this one. I know you can do it, buddy. Knock him dead. Tyrantrum smiled, picked up David, and let him use his tail as a slide one more time before going back into the ball.
Thank you, David. We'll be back soon. Until then, I suggest exploring the Galar region. Makes it easier for me to contact you when I'm done. Also, just in case, I'll give you this recorder that'll activate when the second signal talks. Don't worry about storage. It's stored in the cloud. Hopefully this time we'll catch him. Anyways, a bit further north, but there are Corviknight taxis here that will take you there.
Sure thing, boss. Best of luck. And so David's adventure in Galar finally begins. With a taxi ride. Not the cleanest entry, but whatever. Anyways, David arrives in Wedgehurst and encounters a huge crowd. Confused by this, he decides to get closer to the crowd and sees Fire getting cheered on.
Hello, Wedgehurst. Your champion Fire's back, and like a phoenix, I am stronger than ever. To prove my strength, how about a little match, David Grimm?
David rolls his eyes and smirks, the crowd distancing themselves from the two. You bet. The two were about to face off, but then Fire gets smacked to the ground.
Mr. Champion, you have more important things to do than fight.
Okay, Shadow, okay. Did we have a range check on a rematch, David? Yeah, sure. As Fire gets up, Shadow then walks over to David and hands him a letter.
Apologies, my boss is being special again. Here's this letter welcoming you to participate in the Galar Gym Challenge.
I appreciate the offer, but I must respectfully decline. I'm too old to participate in the gym challenge. Plus, I'm here on a mission.
Really? You give up that easily?
But maybe there's someone else more worthy and better.
Tell you what, you keep the letter and give it to someone you find as worthy. That can count as a sponsor for the gym challenge. Don't disappoint my champion.
The two then leave, and David shrugs before going to a nearby cafe to recover from the jet lag, or Corva lag? That pun was terrible. Anyways, he's greeted by a waiter in a weird cosplay and gets his order taken, but after he gets his teeth, 3 people storm the place and demand money.
So, what can I get for the Firefly gang? Some sets, red noses.
Well, fuck you, so you little shit. We want your money.
And these customers wanted a place to relax. We can't always get what we want. Hand over the money or else we'll make mincemeat out of you. It likely still tastes better than the hamburger curry.
The second guy then grabbed the guy with a gun in his face.
Take off these goddamn horns. This isn't Halloween, you goddamn child.
He gripped it hard, and the waiter cried out in pain. David then got up to help the waiter, but the third guy got in David's way.
Not happening, bucko. You wanna die?
Why are you screaming? It's just a toy.
But the guy didn't notice blood coming from the base of the horns until it was too late. A flash of light hit the area as the waiter gritted their teeth. In the blinding light, the guy grabbing his horn went flying out of the cafe as if he was hit by a freight train. When the light settled, it was revealed to be an Indeedee near the waiter. The first guy tried to shoot the waiter and Pokemon, but the waiter grabbed a nearby metal dome and the bullet reflected off it to hit the guy in the leg, knocking him down. The waiter and Indeedee then put their hands together and faced their customers with a bow.
My sincerest apologies for that incident. Please, enjoy your meal.
The customers were silent for a moment before clapping and returning to eat. The waiter and Indeedee went over to David and offered him a napkin.
Apologies for the incident, good sir. I hope you aren't injured.
I'm okay. Besides, you need that napkin more than I do, it seems. Weird that horn props now come with blood, though.
This is not a prop. These are a natural part of my body. I know it's weird, but...
Trust me, sir, I've seen weirder. What's your name, anyways?
My name is Damon. Anyways, enjoy your meal.
Later.
He ran to Damon again, getting his wound cleaned by Indeedee.
Hello again. Sorry about the display you're currently witnessing. Just don't want to get an infection.
Hey, that's all good. Thanks for saving my ass as well as the others.
Of course, it's no problem at all.
The manager then storms in and proceeds to berate Damon.
Get the hell out of here, you little shit! You nearly risked the lives of everyone in there!
I at least did something instead of hoarding, but you are the boss, and I'll respect your decision. Farewell.
Manager, annoyed by this, walks back inside and slams the door. You seem to take that well.
Why should I get upset? As long as I'm able to make people happy, I'm satisfied. Besides, there's plenty more opportunities for me out there.
Like the gym challenge?
I'm a little old for that. Plus, I don't have a sponsor.
But if you did, would you do it? You could make people happy, including those you helped out today.
You're not subtle,
David.
Thank you. You're not subtle, David, but if I did, then... sure, I'm unemployed now anyways, so it's not like I'm on a time limit.
Perfect, then let's get you signed up.
Wait, what? Well, welcome to the gym challenge, Damon. Huh. Well, thank you, David.
No problem.
But you're not getting away that easy. You're gonna be my teacher slash guide through all of this.
Okay. And so their journey commenced, by starting with a trip to the lab to get the starter of the region.
Alright, I'm gonna pick the Grookey.
Okay, in that case, I'll put Sabble and Scarpini back in their ball.
Actually, is it okay if I take the Sobble? Listen, when I saw Sobble interacting with the other starters, it reminded me a lot of myself when I was a kid. And since I never got to live a normal childhood, I'd like to give this little guy one.
In that case, here you go, David.
And so David and Damon had a Galarian starter. Now the journey through Galar can continue. After getting their Dynamax bands, of course. So once David and Damon introduced their Pokemon to one another, with Zeus acting like an older brother to both Sobble and Ralts, the two set up camp for the night. The next day, Damon wakes up with something in his shirt.
The hell?
Dude, throw a Pokeball at it!
Right, no. Barnsweeper, you stay in the ball.
Alright, good job, Damon. Also, quick tip. You don't need to catch every Pokemon you see. Saves you a lot of money, and it helps make stronger bonds with your Pokemon.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, what idiot would catch a whole bunch of Pokemon and barely make bonds with them, right?
The two had a good laugh for a bit before proceeding to pack up and continue their way to the first gym. After some grinding and tutoring, they arrived. David took a seat in the bleachers, but not before wishing Damon luck in the challenge. Fortunately, Damon was able to complete the puzzle part by just log rolling on a bale of hay to get the Wooloo into the bin and also scaring off the trainers. Then it was time for the match with the leader, Milo. Damon's Grookey was able to take down his Gossifleur, but ended up falling to Eldegoss. Wooper was sent out and did some decent damage, but fell in one hit once Milo Dynamaxed it. With only one Pokemon left, Damon gritted his teeth and Dynamaxes Indeedee. You know that man won't do much to my Eldegoss, right?
Maybe, but he's my ace. Plus, people love an underdog story, so let's give it everything we got, Ndidi.
Ndidi nodded before proceeding to lay down a barrage of psychic attacks on Eldegoss. The two were inflicting neutral damage on one another, but Ndidi was beginning to feel the exhaustion and pain the most. Damon was getting nervous. Was he gonna lose here? Good job, Damon, but this ends here. Eldegoss, finish it. Eldegoss readied another max overgrowth, knocking Ndidi to the ground, but despite being knocked down, it wasn't reverting to normal size nor exploding. Confused by this, Eldegoss prepared another attack, but when it came time to launch it, Eldegoss burst into flames. What the?
Your max overgrowth gave me an idea. Since your attack creates vines from the moon's hands or feet, Ndidi reconnected telepathically the route to a nearby oil source and coated the source of the attack in the stuff. All they needed was a spark, and you just gave it. And now that my monologue is done, I bought enough time to finish off Eldegoss.
Eldegoss then exploded and reverted back to its original size while the crowd went wild. Milo returned Eldegoss and went over to Damon, who was now hugging his regular-sized Ndidi. Well done, Damon. A little dirty, but a good move. For your reward, you get the badge.
Thank you, sir.
The two shake hands and then leave the arena. Damon was then greeted by David, who gave each other a high five. Still kinda surprised you did that, though.
Not gonna lie, I didn't think it would work.
Well, sometimes the best solution to a problem is to go outside the box. I'll remember that. Thank you. But as they walk out of the arena, they see a guy in front of them at the base of a ladder.
Interesting. Still working after all this time. Well, that's good.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's going on?
Oh, my apologies, you two. I was lost in thought. I'm sorry. I'll let you pass.
Thank you, but what are you doing if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, no problem. I was hired to inspect the gyms of Galar to make sure they're in working condition. Oh, okay. Well, we'll let you get back to that then.
But as Damon was ready to walk, David stared at the guy for a moment before smiling. Sorry about that. I thought you were the fire-type gym trainer here.
No problem. I get that a lot, but no, I am Argon Carr, and you must be David. I heard about you during my inspection of Alola. Not gonna lie, you barely resemble that scumbag Vincent. No offense.
None taken. Anyways, good luck with your inspections.
Good luck with the gym challenge, you two. David, why the hell did he have two names?
Huh? That's his last name. It's a common greeting method, first and last. What's your last name?
I don't have one.
Really?
Yeah, my mom never gave me one. She said it attaches a lot of stress at the child and sets ridiculously high expectations when you should really make your own destiny.
She sounds pretty wise.
She was. Anyways, the next gym is probably a decent ways away, so why don't we do some training? You know, just in case, so I don't nearly lose to a gym leader that a child could fucking bite.
Alright, but in the morning. It's getting late, and your Pokemon need rest just as much as we do. Damon nodded, and the two went to sleep. The next day, the two trainers began their training session, and things went over well. Though Zeus was a little protective at first to let Sobble and Rolls train, but then Mimikyu came out with a fairy bat and settled that issue pretty quick. In that amount of time, Grookey evolved into Thwackey, Sobble evolved into Drizzile after a sparring session with Primarina, and even Ralts evolved into Curlia after Ndidi taught it the basics of using its psychic abilities on the first day, and then training hard to get more of an understanding of it by the end of the third day. Yes, it did take them 3 days to train to get only to their second stage. I wish I was kidding. Yeah, Ralts is really weak, but by the end of the third day, they arrived at the second gym, and were greeted by the gym leader.
Well, so you're the challengers, I take it.
You're the gym leader? Fun, that's fantastic! Congratulations!
Thank you, David. Yeah, it wasn't easy, but after all that happening, Kalos, I had a lot of cleanup to do. A pity they couldn't see it due to time constraints.
Who's they?
Anyways, let's get to the gym challenge, you two.
Well, actually, it's one. Yours truly. I'm Damon, and David is my teacher.
David as a teacher, huh? Well, okay then. Alright, Damon, let's go.
Fawn was then teleported into the arena by Arstarmie, and Damon entered the water valve puzzle, which actually gave him a lot of trouble trying to remember which valve was which, but he got through it eventually, and hey, Whooper evolved into Quagsire while fighting off the gym trainers, so there is that. Alright, gym battle time. Damon sent out his Thwackey, and Fawn started the match with a Vaporeon.
Not bad, but now try your hands on Primarina. Alright, very good. Let's see if the sun shall wash away the tide after I send out Blastoise!
Blastoise immediately went on the offensive, hitting Thwackey with an ice punch to the chest and knocking it to the ground after hitting it with a Hydro Pump. Thwackey was down. for a few seconds at least.
Overgrown? Well, unfortunately, it's too late for your little simian friend, Damon. Blastoise, finish it off.
Blastoise then aimed another Hydro Pump at it, but Thwacky, enraged, launched a Solar Beam back at it. The two beams clashed, but Blastoise's was clearly stronger, as it quickly began to overpower the beam of grass and was inches away from hitting Thwacky. But Thwacky gritted its teeth and it kept pouring more power to the Solar Beam. Despite the futility, despite the weakened state, this starter was going to make his trainer proud. The two Mons screamed, pouring all their energy into the struggle, and then the beams exploded, covering the two in dust.
You relied on your starter too much for this match. Come back when you catch more than one.
Yep, the smoke reveals Rillaboom, covered in bruises and in pain, but still standing.
Wacky. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Blastoise was knocked out, giving Damon his second badge. With the second badge under their belt, they made their way to the Fire-type gym leader, before accidentally running into Fire and Shadow again at the nearby restaurant.
So it seems you found a trainer after all. Goody.
Good afternoon, Champion Fire, Mr. Shadow. It's an honor to meet you.
Likewise, I saw bits of your match earlier when we were waiting for the restaurant to open. Not a big fan of the monkey, but you show potential, and I can't wait to fight you in the league.
Indeed.
Meanwhile, Shadow was glaring at Damon and David, and while the former didn't notice, David did, and walked over to Shadow while the two were talking. What's up? I saw you glaring at us earlier.
Sorry about that. It's just something seems off about the two of you, but I can't put my finger on why.
Oh, I get it. I shouldn't be teaching him because I'm an idiot. Just spit it out.
You're right. You shouldn't be teaching him, because the champion should be facing you, not someone tucked by you.
Why are you focused on me? I'm nobody. Fire and Damon, hearing the arguing, stopped their conversation and listened in.
Because you're one of Fire's friends. He hyped you up by saying you beat Vincent in a battle, something he couldn't do. Yet despite being friends with him and being given a chance to show your strength, you spit in his face by refusing. If there's anything I hate more than cowards, it's people who waste their potential. Ugh. I don't know what Fire sees in you, because all I see is a scared koi fish. He hyped you up for nothing.
Think what you want about me. I stopped caring what other people's negative opinion of me was after my father tried to guilt me into suicide. I'm happy where I am now, even if I am wasting my potential. And besides, this scared koi fish beat Vincent. And with my help, Damon is gonna beat Fire. Even if I may not be the one to take Fire down, helping someone else reach that goal, that's good enough for me.
Good. Use that burning passion. Stoke it to help your student reach the full potential. We'll be waiting.
Fire then knocked Shadow in the head with a foam bat.
That's enough, Shadow. We have business to partake in, and those two have another badge to get. Yeah, you're right, champion. Also... God, my balls! That's for the bet, fucko!
Later.
You know, we could just use the talks of this time since we've been to Murderstick already.
Yeah, that's true. But as they sat down, Damon noticed something on the floor of the cart and grabbed it with his gloved hand.
Huh. And what's Caterpillar? Hey, driver, I think someone lost their Pokemon.
Huh? Oh, sorry about that. This new Snom snuck his way into the taxi a while ago. Been trying to find his honor for a while, but no results. Maybe it's a wild Pokemon. As the driver was saying this, Damon was getting tickled by the Snom crawling all over his arm.
Okay then, little guy, that's enough.
Why not see if it's wild or not, and catch it?
Really, Snom? You wanna come with me?
Snom's eyes lit up, and the creature smiled. Well, as best as it could.
Excellent. Makes it a lot easier on me too.
Damon used his other hand to pull out a Pokeball, and Snom hit the center, going inside. And surprisingly, it was wild because the ball clicked shortly after.
Alright, got a Snom.
And so, yeah, Damon now has a Snom. Which would be useless in the upcoming gym, as Damon quickly found out during the Catch a Fire type Pokemon part of the gym challenge.
Damn it. Oops. I'm sorry, Snom.
After that blunder, Damon opted to use Quagsire instead. Plus, it needed some time out of its ball anyway, so win-win. Though it did encounter something weird on his final encounter.
Why is this fox yellow? Screw it. Let's get those last points.
He then chucks the ball at it and catches the Vulpix, which he only later finds out is a shiny. Anyways, on to the battle against the leader, Kabu, which Damon stomps thanks to Quagsire. Well, I guess you could say it was a wash.
Don't make me come up there, David.
Try it! With 3 badges down, it was time to go train and get the 4th badge. As they were walking out, they saw Argon again, inspecting the gym logo, but now he was holding on to something with electricity spewing out of it. Anyways, they make their way to Stolen Side and are immediately greeted by a robbery.
Interfere, and the old man gets it.
Honestly, who robs a merchant in broad daylight?
The gunman was confused as to where the noise was coming from, but before he could shoot, he was kicked in the side and knocked to the ground. The crowd cheered as David held down the gunman, and the police arrived shortly after to arrest the robber.
Thank you, miss.
Hey, sweetie. It's been a while. You've certainly gotten a boost since we last met.
I could say the same about you, David, but that's for another time. Anyways, I take it you're here for the gym challenge.
I am, yes.
Well, in that case, I accept your challenge, Damon.
Wait, what? You're the gym leader?
Alright, see you both there.
David and Susan gave each other a kiss before Susan dashes off to the gym. And so the gym challenge began, except instead of teacups for Damon to navigate through, Damon has to locate 12 zodiac symbols attached to sakura trees. Not much to note happened here, so let's get to the gym challenge.
Welcome to the realm of the Zodiacs.
That looks like the first symbol I found. Okay. Go, Quagsire!
Alright, go Arcanine. Good boy. Alright, Gardevoir, do your best.
So that's it. That's your gimmick.
Huh?
Your gym team is based on the order that I found those zodiac symbols. What on earth happened to type-specific gyms?
They're still a thing, but not all gyms should be restrained to one type. Besides, I technically am following the rules. Rapidash followed Sagittarius, Arcanine was Leo, and Gardevoir is the Maiden, aka Virgo. My team and fighting style is themed around the legendary Zodiacs the Sky. And now that you know the gimmick, send out your Pokemon.
Fine, go, Indeedee. Gardevoir began the assault, but after landing a barrage of Shadow Balls as well as a lighter purple ball, she was surprised it didn't work. Then Indeedee smirked and combined all the Shadow Balls thrown at it into one and carried it in one hand while forming a Shadow Ball on the other. Gardevoir tried to dodge what was coming next, but Indeedee distracted it with the smaller Shadow Ball and slammed the larger one right in its face, knocking it out. Indeedee grinned before it also fainted, shocking Damon. What?
When Gardevoir hit you with that barrage, it also used Destiny Bond. If you had just waited another minute, you could have KO'd my Gardevoir and kept your Indeedee in the match.
I'm sorry, Indeedee. I shouldn't have rushed into that with a backup plan.
Now for my last Pokemon. Since your 4th symbol was Pisces, I will use this one. Go! Alolan Ninetales!
When Alolan Ninetales was sent out, it made a huge hailstorm, but Damon was unfazed by this, as he sent out his Rillaboom and used Sunny Day. Now the match could begin properly. Ninetales was slowly gaining the advantage over her opponent due to her ice moves, but Rillaboom was still landing some good hits to the face with the use of drum beating, the fight culminating in the two Mons Dynamaxing and hitting the other with their strongest attack, causing a massive explosion, but knocking out Rillaboom in the process. With no other Mons left, Damon sent out Snom to take on the barely still standing Alolan Ninetales, only for it to get smacked into the sky with one paw swipe.
Snom!
End this, Ninetales, before you revert.
Ninetales aimed a max hailstorm with the Snom. Yep, Snom evolved into Frostmoth, and its second act was now ready to be enacted. Frostmoth spun itself around, coating itself in the remains of the hail on the ground, and unleashed a hail-infused Hyper Beam, sending it to a wall and giving Damon a win, with Frostmoth bowing to its trainer and Susan.
You did very well, Frostmoth. I'm so proud of you.
I can see that David taught you well. You've earned this patch. Though that last move at the end reminded me of my old contest days. Which reminds me, hey David, we still need to have a rematch.
I know.
But yeah, best of luck, Damon.
The two shook hands, and then after Damon and Susan gave each other a hug, they made their way to the next gym. Along the way, Damon's Vulpix evolved into Ninetales after David found a Firestone and taught Damon about stone evolutions, and were about to arrive at Balloon Lay, but stumbled into a net trap set up by a gang of Impidimps. Son of a bitch. Noticing this, Drizzle popped out of the ball and hopped out of the net to fight the Impidimps, only to then let out a yawn and looked like he was about to fall asleep. Two of the Impidimps walked over to poke him, and then got blasted by two water balloons and sent into trees. But this strategy got the attention of some nearby Grimmsnarls, and jumped Drizzle to defend its young. Drizzle tried to fight back against these Grimmsnarls, but to no avail, and hit the ground hard. David was trying to break free from the trap alongside Damon, but the rope was too strong for both of them to break, and the mechanism to undo the trap was out of their reach. The Grimm Snarls noticed this, and began slowly climbing up the tree that Damon and David were trapped on. But as they got closer to the two, they were hit by more water balloons. To their surprise, Drizzle was on his feet and really pissed off. The Grimmsnarl jumped off the tree to attack Drizzle, but despite their approach, Drizzle didn't hesitate or move an inch as he prepared more water balloons to throw at them and kept throwing them even when the Grimmsnarl were right in front of his face. As the Grimmsnarl readied their fists to finish off Drizzle, it jumped into the air and threw the water balloons at the mechanism, freeing David and Damon. Before the Grimmsnarl could attack Drizzle for freeing their prey, one of them got thrown to the ground hard by David. "That's for beating up my Pokemon, bitch!" Drizzle noticed this and smiled at his trainer before proceeding to make more water balloons. But then, he started glowing. Grimmsnarl read another punch, and then... Thank you, buddy. You've certainly grown, and thank you for saving us. The Grimmsnarl threat was done. After David and Damon high-fived their Pokemon for a job well done, David noticed Intellion's injuries and carried it on his back to Balloon Lace Pokemon Center. "I'm going to stay behind and make sure Intellion will be okay. You go on ahead, Damon."
Got it. I'll be back with the barge before you know it.
Good news, your Intellion had no major injuries and he's fully recovered.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you, nurse. David then gave Intellion a pat on the head before the two gave each other a high five, and David returned Intellion to the ball. So crazy how you were once a frog scared of everything. You've definitely blossomed into a frog with confidence and skill. I'm so proud of you, Intellion.
So, you done being a sim to your Pokemon?
Hey, Damon, I take it you won?
Indeed I did. Alright, let's go.
Huh, kinda surprised you're not prodding about why I was talking to them earlier, considering the whole, last name thing.
Why prod into someone's past? It's their present that should define them as a person.
Something you learned from your mom, too?
Not this time.
That does raise a question, though, if you don't mind me asking. You never talk about your dad. Why is that?
Because I don't know who he is. Or where he is.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, don't be. I'm happy where I am now in life. Knowing who my dad is or where he is used to bother me, but what's the harm in getting worried about that when I can focus on the present day? If he cared about me, he would have looked into reconnecting with me and my mom. But since he didn't, why should I?
Fair enough. Wanna get some cotton candy on the way out? I hear they make good ones.
Of course.
Sometime later, they arrive at Sir and are greeted by the gym leader and his mom.
Ooh, 2 gym challengers. That's a first.
Actually,
Well, Gordy, let's team up and take them down.
Ugh, not what I wanted to deal with today, but fine. You two will face us in a double battle.
But he's not.
Excellent. We'll see you there.
Those two are dumber than me.
I can see the relation. Also, you're not stupid.
They go inside and are immediately teleported to the stadium.
What the hell? Isn't that supposed to be a challenge?
Normally, yes, but what's the point of that when we have 2 gym challengers? Speaking of, no Dynamax.
So let's get this over with.
The fight lasts like 2 minutes when Damon remembers Frostmoth's weakness, and as Zendidi frees Gordy's rock attacks with his psychic abilities, while Intellion shoots the rocks with Snipe Shot, KOing the moth with her own partner's attack.
I told you not to use that moth!
Zeus went straight for Ice Cube, but Stone Giorno got in the way, and when Zeus punched it, it was sent back while also screaming in pain due to how thick and sturdy the Stone Mon was. Damon tried to have Quagsire jump in to protect Zeus, but Ice Cube hit it with Freeze Dry, stopping that from happening. Quagsire tried again, but Ice Cube continued assaulting it with Freeze Dry. Zeus, noticing this, tried to jump in to help Quagsire, but Stone Giorno blocked its way again. Zeus tried one more time to help Quagsire, but it was too late. Ice Cube hit it with one more Freeze Dry, and Quagsire was down. Seeing this, Zeus was pissed. It clenched its fists, gritted its teeth, and roared as it charged up 2 focus punches, hit him with 2 focus punches in the legs, sending Stone Journey to the ground and fainting him.
Meanwhile...
Ninetales turned its attention to Lapras and hit it with a flamethrower, but it and Damon would be surprised to find out it wasn't Mono Ice, so it shot back a Hydro Pump and utterly one-shotted the Fox. Curlia went on the offensive, only to be smacked away by the Lapras, but it got back up and started hitting it with psychic attacks, only to keep getting smacked away. Rillaboom joined in to help his comrade, but Colossal blasted it away with Heat Crash immediately after hitting Lapras with 1 drum beating. Curlia tried to stop Rillaboom from hitting the wall, but Lapras ended up pressing down on it, trying to stop Curlia from moving. Curlia kept squirming, trying to break free, but Lapras was too strong. But Curlia gritted its teeth, much like Zeus did earlier, and let out a scream, hitting Lapras with Grass Knot, getting Lapras off and allowing Curlia to hit it across the face with some of Colossal's rocks on the ground. Curlia then turned to his trainer and used its psychic energy to grab a bluish stone from his backpack. Colossal tried to stop this, but Rillaboom smacked Colossal away with high horsepower. Seconds later, Curlia grabbed the stone and began to glow. Colossal shot a bunch of rocks at Curlia while it was evolving, but it wouldn't work, as the stones were turned to dust before they hit its target. And as the dust cleared, Galar appeared on the battlefield and started its debut by appearing in front of Colossal at lightning speed and hit it in the chest with Aura Sphere, surprising David and Lucario. Lapras tried to hit it with Hydro Pump, but Galar dodged the attack easily, giving Rillaboom the chance to hit it with Drum Beating. Galar then jumped back to his trainer, nodded to Rillaboom, and the two charged up a combo attack. Rillaboom charged up a Solar Blade, and Galar charged up an Aura Sphere, while Lapras and Colossal were trying to get back up after those hard-hitting attacks. They tried to fire back with their own combo, but it was too late, and were taken down by the Aura-infused Fighting-type Solar Blade, giving Damon his 6th badge. After that, and after clarifying David wasn't a gym challenger, the two made their way to the center to heal up, and then off to Spike Mouth. Just now I realized the script is 17 pages long. So fuck this shit, we're skipping after Damon beat Raihan. Why did I put so much detail into this? Help! So after Damon beat Raihan, David and Damon were met by Shadow and Fire again at the entrance to the gym, the two congratulating Damon on his 8th badge, and giving them the directions to the league before heading off. But after Damon went inside the center to heal, David noticed something out of the corner of his eyes. Shadow was talking to somebody, but he couldn't make out what it was. However, he could tell Shadow was getting annoyed. What the hell is that about? But he had little time to question it because he got a call from his boss telling him his mission was a success. After giving his update, the two agreed to meet in Winden, so Damon and David head there via taxi and meet up with David's boss not too far from the center of town. After a quick introduction, Marcus's findings.
Turns out the Tyrantrons were really angry with each other. But we gave them a good attitude adjustment after a while. And sure enough, after we left, the Tyrant species was back in the current tundra. Oh, right. Here's your Tyrantron back.
Thank you, sir. Just glad that everything worked out.
Wait, sir. Open it here.
I don't get it. He's not that tall.
No way I said that.
What are you talking about? Oh. What?
Yeah, it turns out Tyrantrons and Auroruses can breed. Apologies, David. I didn't plan on that.
But as Mark was apologizing, Tyrantrum was licking David's cheek. It's all good. Things happen. Plus, what matters more to me is that Tyrantrum is happy, and your mission was a success.
Fair enough. Well, at least it's good that you got your big boy back. And now he has a big boy junior. Why do I feel chills?
Looks like Amora likes you.
Well, in that case, want to join my team? I got a nice emote that you probably make good friends with.
Amora smiled, then nodded. Mark, noticing this, gave Damon his Pokeball, and Damon thanked Mark and Amora for returning Amora to its ball.
Excellent. Now then, I have some business to take care of. Hello, this is Mr. Cereal. You found the signal? Where is it? I know I could bring him in, but I know that he isn't as malicious as Vincent.
He's the second signal, sir.
I know that, but it's also possible we got that second signal because David and that person have matching DNA.
Maybe so, but sir, he's in Winden. He's near you. We can stop him.
And I will, hence why I'm staying in Winden, so if I'm wrong, I can catch him. In the meantime, run a blood test in the sky.
But sir, how can I run a test? Yes, sir! After Mark left, Damon and Damon went to the stadium and saw Argon again, climbing down the ladder once more.
Hey, you two. Wow, you made it to the league? That's amazing.
Thank you. I take it you're almost done with your job as well?
Yes, I actually just finished inspecting the gym before I saw the taxis come in. Now I can kick back and enjoy the tournament. With that champion, something tells me your match with him is gonna really hit up the place. But yeah, good luck, you two.
While Damon was preparing his team, though, he felt something brush up against his leg, and decided to look down to see Togedemaru?
Damn it, Toki. What did I say about shocking people? I'm sorry about that.
It's fine, I've dealt with worse. Anyways, I gotta get ready for the march, so I'll talk to you later.
Makes sense. See you around. Oh, and tell David I said thanks.
What's your name?
Tanu.
Tanu then walked out of the room, and Damon walked out into the field minutes later to begin his league matches. Unlike the original game, though, this is more like the traditional league of fighting for trainers and then the champion, and the first one to appear was... Tanu?
Well, that was unexpected.
Clearly.
Not bad. Go, Togedemaru. Good job, Togi. You deserve a good rest. Go, Emolga. Great job, Emolga.
Good job, Quagsire. You did great. You deserve a good rest. Alright, Ninetails. Kick some ass.
Much better. Frostmoth, send the Kyuubi back to Japan.
Damn it. Alright, let's see how you tackle my Frostmoth.
A draw? Alright. Go, Clefable.
Go, Rillaboom.
Another draw. Alright. Let's see you tackle my final mom. Go, Togekiss.
Alright, time to get nutty. Go, Amora. Amora, did you get into my hair candy stash? God damn it, I was saving them for everyone on the team after this. But if it helps us secure victory first, then so be it.
Despite the wacky evolution, that was a fun battle. Great job, Damon, on your victory.
You were a good challenge as well, Tanu. Thank you.
Didn't expect to see me again, didn't you? Well, a girl's gotta eat, so let's get this started. Alright, try this on for size. Go, Lapras! I thought that would have worked. Alright, Talonflame, do your stuff. Finally took down that monkey.
Good job, Rillaboom. Alright, go Quagsire.
The battle's not over yet, though. Go, Phalanx! Good job, my battalion.
You wanna go with that? Fine. Indeedy, you're up.
Damn it. Alright, I'm prepped for you this time. Go, Lunala! Good try, but I'm not gonna fuck around with that thing this time.
Well played. Go Frostmoth.
Yes, double KO. Good job, Lunala. Alright, time for my last Pokemon. Go, Primarina.
Good work, Frostmoth. Alright, go Ninetails.
Well played, Damon. Alright, well, congratulations. Here we go again.
Does Galar really play that poorly?
Nah, alright, let's go. Start the show, I can rock. Good doggy. Alright, go, Alola Ninetales.
Alright, go Cantonian Ninetales.
Pretty good, pretty good. Lucario, kick his ass. Ugh. Gardevoir, you're up. Good job, Gardevoir.
Alright, go Frostmoth.
Stupid moth. Cinderace, incinerate it.
Damn it. Go Quagsire. Shit! Alright, Aurorus, kick his ass.
Damn it. Alright, let's see how you handle this then. Go! Urshifu!
That was only one punch.
I'm not to be fucked with. Now send in your last Mon.
Gladly. Go, Indeedly.
Not bad, but let's kick it up a notch. Clearly I have some more training to do. Congratulations, Damon.
Thank you, Susan.
Show me what you got, Damon.
Kinda surprised you're an Elite Four member.
It is a perfect position, especially surrounded by all these people cheering you on here and all over the region. Regardless, it is time to end you in your path towards winning the league. Everyone get down now!
Shit, that was so close.
Yeah, looks like we were able to save everyone on the left side. But what about the right?
Fortunately, the right side had no casualties. Immediately, an evacuation was ordered and medical personnel came in to secure severely injured. Damon and Fire also sustained minimal injury, but were more so confused about what happened. And Argon was missing. Not even scorch marks or blood were present in his spot, so he wasn't annihilated or killed. Shadow was about to jump down and help, but was apprehended by David's boss and taken outside for questioning. Once everyone was escorted, question even began.
I ran outside because I was inspecting the area and smelled gunpowder underneath the stadium as well as near the stadium lights up top.
Well, why were you inspecting?
Because it's literally part of my job as champion.
But fire is the champion.
David, think about it for 2 seconds. You meet this guy in Kalos helping his dad run a bar. Now 2 years later he's the champion? Come on!
Insults aside, yeah, Shadow is the real champion. He doesn't want to deal with the public, so he lets me handle it.
Okay, so if you didn't do it, then who did? Hello?
This is bad, sir. Ultra wormholes are opening up all over the world. Now to be supporting activity. We're also reporting heavy casualties in Galar.
Wait, what? Well, everyone in the stadium survived the attack.
Every stadium in Galar is either on fire or destroyed. The Winden
one was not the only one affected.
Whoever did this is going to pay. Get as many of us soldiers/grunts that are on duty, and reroute them to help deal with the Ultra Beasts.
Sorry, yes, sir.
Let's get to work then.
Right.
Of course. Don't leave the champion out of this.
Can you not speak for me? Anyways, I'm in.
Let's save the world.
And take them down.
Amusing, but how will you save the world when there is no world left?
And that is the end of the first half of the finale. Yeah, initially I wanted to wrap this up here, but there was so much I wanted to write and also flesh out, even despite my best efforts to streamline the pace. So instead of me rushing and giving you all an inferior product, I decided to cut it in half instead to prevent this video from being super long. Too late. But it could be a lot longer if I recorded the second part and included it here, so lesser of two evils? I'm going to try and trim it down a bit further in editing, but we'll see. So, as I'm editing this video, I will begin writing the script to the second act of this so that you won't be waiting too long for it to come out. So once again, my apologies for the length, as well as the cutoff point here. And until we meet again, I'm David Grimm, and thank you for watching.